Well, good evening everyone. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Thanks for joining in this evening. Today we're going to work on what we've touched on the last two sessions, but the focus a little bit more this evening is more on balance. So hopefully if you've been following the last two sessions, you're feeling okay with them now. Maybe a little bit sore, but not too sore. Maybe a little bit of an achy back of the leg on the following day, where your muscles around your neck feel a little bit more looser or whatever. So hopefully tonight, when we have these three Hatha Yogas together, we'll then add another three and then another three. So we've got 9 in total. It might start a little bit slow as we go through some of the safety points, but eventually before we go home tonight, we want to be able to lock all these asanas together. So collectively we've got 9 asanas, all standing, although one of those asanas does drop to the knee. So it's something that we have done already, and I'm hoping that you've had enough time to practice. And if you haven't, it's okay, because we'll be going through these again and again, so we can always get around to them many times over. So, are you ready to begin? Health and safety checklist. How do you feel today? Do you feel okay? Anything that you have to be extra careful about? Just remember, health and safety is really top of the agenda there. Being home-based exercise, the risks do increase, because we have to be extra mindful of that. So if you do feel like it's time you need to stop, refocus, take a drink, come back in when you feel ready to do so. And if it is a family member that's working with you tonight, make sure that you're not too close together, so if one does lose the balance, they're not going to fall on you. And if you do fall, you can always blame them as well. So there is pros and cons around that. So are you ready to begin? Let's begin with feet together, nice and strong. Feel the ankles pressing together and the knees touching as we lift to the ceiling. Fingers really reach all the way up to the sky. And the palms will now face forward, and then we just release. And again, this time as we use the breath, using the nose to breathe in. And then when we get to the top, we just let that breath go, palms facing forward, and breath out. Okay. And we have a little balance test tonight. It's called the envelope sway. It's where we engage the hips a little bit more. We need to practice this tonight because we are going to touch a little bit more on balance. So if you do feel tonight that you are losing a little bit of your balance, just try and call on what we're about to do now, known as the envelope sway. It engages the hips and also the inner thigh muscles. If you can now take your weight forward and put the weight up to the front third of the front, you'll feel now that your heels are lifted. And then when you come back down, your heels press into the ground. Now take your weight to the heels, and let your toes lift. You feel the shin muscle now begin to engage. And then we come back to the centre. Now if we take the weight now over to the right side, feel the energy now a little bit more on the right side. The left leg is a little bit lighter. Then we come back to 50-50. And we take the weight over to the left. Feel now your right leg is a little bit lighter. And then we come back to the centre. When we have that together, when you take the weight forward, we then come directly back into the heels, toes lifting. Then we find our true centre of gravity, or centre of mass. We take it through to the right, and then we let that glide through to the left. Beautiful. And back to centre. Nice strong deep breath in, just in case you were holding your breath. No anticipation of losing your balance. And a relaxing breath out. Beautiful. So, are you ready for those 9 asanas? So let's practice what we call the floating half moon. We've already touched on the half moon, which again we'll be doing tonight as well, but it's also a little bit friendlier than the half moon. So if you did struggle with the half moon a couple of weeks back, you might find this is quite a good alternative to do as well. Now when we go into the floating half moon, let that right leg now just go to the heel. And as the right leg now just steps away off the mat, feel a little bend on the left knee. And if you feel a little bit of a twist in your hips, just bring your hips forward so there's no rotation in your knee or your back. And then from there, nice and strong, could you now just return that foot back? Beautiful. So there's where we engage in the thighs. Now let's take that left foot now, toes touch. If you feel that forward again. You can have a slight bend on the supporting leg. Okay, then nice and steady and bring that leg back in. Now this time, if we go to the sternum, let your palms press, you'll find that when you're pressing your palms together, it's not going to straighten the wrists in the same way as it would do if you were to take your forearms a little bit more to the parallel. So when your elbows are nice and relaxed by the sides, it feels friendlier, but really if you get your forearms a little bit more parallel to the ground, you should find now when you take that right leg to the side and the toe touches, you should now be able to release the right leg, right arm. And when that left arm points down, you have a nice floating half moon. Now bend your supporting leg a little bit more if you can, and just release that foot off the ground. And then bring both arms back so you feel those shoulder blades squeezing together. We call this the floating half moon. Now to come out of this, if you release the top arm, it gives you more control as that leg returns. So again, nice and strong, deep breath in as we lift, just to centre ourselves, and a nice relaxing breath out. Lovely. Now, let's take that other leg now to the side, but before we do that, let's try and establish some balance. So when the palms press, bring your forearms a little bit more to the parallel. Things to avoid is lifting your elbows too high because it begins to put tightness into the neck. So you've got to try and find that balance. Not too low, not too high. Now, we slightly bend into the knees. We take that other leg now to the side, so your toe touches there. Slight bend on the supporting leg. Now, because your leg has gone out to the side, that will dictate now that is the arm that lifts to the ceiling as the other arm points down. Now, from here, we are going to try and challenge ourselves now. So what I will do is bend your supporting leg a little bit more, and the leg that's behind, just lift it slightly, and then bring both arms back to get that shoulder blade pinch. We know this to be the floating half moon. This is very basic for now, but it's just okay for now. Top arm releases, and the leg returns. How did you feel? So how do we advance that? This time, we lift to the ceiling, press the palms together, we come down to the sternum, then we go back to the first leg. This time, we take it to the heel. If you feel good with that now, we take that leg to the calf. We know this to be a variation on the tree pose. Now when the tree pose takes you into this floating half moon, you may find this a little bit easier this time. So when the arms release, it's the arms that release first, and then they release that right leg. How does that feel? A slight bend on the supporting leg, bring both arms back, and here's a little bit more in balance. Can you straighten completely the supporting leg? Does that feel great? Again, we will be challenging this later. To come out of it, the top arm releases, legs come back. Salutation, deep breath in, and a nice relaxing breath out. Beautiful. So, let's get some balance. Let's try and stabilise. Palms together, forearms to parallel. Okay, we take the other leg now. Take it to the heel, so we rest casually against the shin. If you feel good, we take it to calf. And already now I begin to engage with the balancing muscles a little bit more, known as the hip muscles, the abductors. Now, because we've got the palms pressing, this time we're going to release the arms. As the arms open, left arm lifts and the right arm points down. I'm going to release the leg, and there's the floating half moon on the other side. Beautiful. Now feel a little bit of a shoulder blade pinch, so you feel active in the middle of the back. It's where we get lots of tension. Now to come out of this, I release the top arm, and the leg returns. Now, we need to touch now on the kneeling lunge. So what I would say to you now is, if you're going to go into the kneeling lunge, just like we did 2 weeks back, we used a book, or maybe if you have one handy, you can actually use the yoga block. So if you do have a book, or a towel, you can actually get a towel and fold it and double it up. You need to rest your knee on that book or that towel, so that when you do go down your knee, you don't cause any problems to your knee. I've got a few blocks over there. I can't pass you one, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to grab that for myself. So just bear with me, I'll be about 10 seconds. Let's go and get those towels. So, with that towel or that mug, let's place that in front. Okay. And then your toes are just going to touch the book or the towel. With the left palm on the thigh, I'm going to take the right leg, and we're just going to step back. Now, I'm going to turn the side on just to show you the profile. So as I go side on, you can still be facing forward. That right leg has stood back, has it not? Things to avoid: hyperextension, too much forward flexion, so you have a nice neutral spine. That's to support your back, palms on the thigh, and as we look forward, is your left knee prominent over your left ankle. Okay? Okay, with that position there now, I'm going to take that book or that towel, I'm going to place it on the inside of that foot. How does that feel? Okay? I take that book and I push it back towards the back knee. And then very gently we lower that knee to your book or your block and we lift the chest. Now we want to get very active into the hip flexor. So what I'm going to do now is use the back foot to push me forward into the front knee. You should now begin to feel a little bit of release into the front of the hip. It's called the iliopius muscle. The shoulders are nice and straight, so there's no twist. Sometimes I will twist to see you. But really what we need to have is the shoulders need to be directly over the hips. Your hips are nice and straight. Imagine you've got two headlights, and those headlights are on your hips, and those headlights are facing in the same direction. Now really push into that front leg, feel the extra stretch. Again, just to how long? Anything up to 90 seconds. Now from there, to come out of this, I'm going to lean forward, I'm going to return the hands to the ground, I'm going to release the knee, I'm going to take that book and place it now directly in front of the foot, and in one move, I'm able to step back in one move. Bang. Salutation. Deep breath in. Lovely. And a nice relaxing breath out. Now should we try the other side? So, nice and strong. We're going to take the left leg back this time. As the left leg steps back. Okay, don't worry if you have done the other legs to me. It's okay. Sometimes we do get a little bit confused. Not a problem. As long as you do the same thing on both sides, we're okay. Palms to thigh, support your back. We reach for the book, or the block, or the towel, and place it on the inside of that foot. We take the book, we push it back, goes directly below the knee. With both palms on your thigh, gently below the knee to the book. And as you land very gently, you should feel now that there's no pressure to your knee. I've not turned on sideways this time, because I know that we're quite good with that already, having done it on the other side. So the back foot pushes us forward, your front knee now is over the heel, and then again we want to keep the shoulders nice and straight, so there's no twist or rotation, no rotation in your spine, and no twist on your knee. Now again, if you feel good, let your back foot push you forward, so you feel the extra stretch to that front of that left hip. Does that feel good? We call this the kneeling lunge. Many variations on this, but for now just be happy with feeling the looseness in the hips develop. To come out of this, I lean in, palms to thighs, give me back support. I release that back knee off the block, or the book, take the book, place it in front, and then nice and steady, could you now step in one move. Feet together, salutation, and a nice relaxing breath out. Beautiful. So now, what we want to work on now is we want to move now into the eagle. Now when we move into the eagle, again it's a great one for your balance. So as I said right at the start, we are going to challenge the balance tonight. Let's take that right leg, and let's cross over your left leg. And as you drop your weight, notice your foot that's flat, the heaviness is in your heel, so your toes are quite light. So very similar to the envelope square when we came in. Now if your right leg is the one that's crossing over, that would dictate that that's the right arm and the threads behind the left elbow. We know this to be a variation of the eagle. This is great for tight shoulders if you do have any tight shoulders or tension in the back. If you lift your elbows a little higher, feel the extra tension in the back release. Now from there, let that foot that's in front with the ball of the foot just resting on the ground, just gently release off the ground. Now drop your weight a little deeper, but now also lift the elbows a little higher. And we call this the eagle. Okay, the foot touches down, that's okay. It's not very far away, the foot. arm, it comes back, and then we return that leg. If your leg is a little bit tired, just give that leg a little shake. So, are you ready to move on? Other leg, crosses over, drop your weight, and as you drop your weight, can you feel how the front leg acts as like a brake? It allows you only so much and prevents you from dropping any lower until you release that foot off the floor. So the leg that's in front, that will dictate that arm on that side of the body goes behind the elbow. So both palms are now in neutral and they're both facing away from each other. Again, feel the stretch across the back. Elbows lift a little higher, get the extra stretch across the back. Now let your front leg lift. If you drop your weight, feel the strength included as well as into the balance. Elbows lift a little higher, the extra stretch across the back. Now from here, if we offer that strength and balance now for 90 seconds, that's good, but if it's proving too much, let the front arm come down, palm faces the ceiling, palm goes neutral, return the palms, left leg or right leg comes back. Salutation. Beautiful. And relaxing breath out. Okay, let's move on. So, floating half moon. Should we recap on that? Let's recap on that. Let's take your right leg to the heel. Okay. Let's go to sternum. Forearms go to parallel. That leg now that has the ball of the foot resting, can it go to calf? So the arch of the foot now encases the calf muscle. Does it go a little bit higher? So we engage down the inner thigh. Now from there, nice and strong. We're going to now release. Right arm to the ceiling, and the left arm points down. And from there, we release the leg. Now, if you want a little bit more this time, bend your left knee. As you look down to the ground, just take your body weight a little bit more forward. You're still on the diagonal, but you have a little bit more now challenge on the back of the upper hamstring. Keep your arms back so you feel your shoulder blades squeezing together. And then from there, nice and strong, to come back safely. We bend the supporting knee, the arm, the leg comes down in one this time. Deep breath in. And a nice relaxing breath out. Lovely. Let's move on. Okay, so nice and steady. Pull the leg now, go to the heel. We go to the sternum, forearms parallel. That leg lifts to tree. Again, the calf now is a good indicator, so the arch of the foot encases the calf. If you want a little bit higher, just go a little bit higher. We always try to prevent resting on the knee. We don't have any problems with the knees. Now from there, I'm going to release the arm, the left arm, and the left leg. That's the advanced floating half moon. But before I advance it further, I've got to bend the supporting leg more. As I look down to the ground, I rotate the chest a little bit more to the open of the left hip. And then from there, we lock into the knee if you wish to. And we now move into a more advanced floating half moon. Again, working the upper hamstring. Really get them shoulder blades squeezing together. To come out of this safely, we bend the supporting leg, left leg returns. Again, strong breath in. Again, if you did do the other leg to me, that's okay. As long as you know you're working on the safety points, it's okay at this stage. Don't worry about it. Sometimes we get a little bit flustered, we get a bit confused. It's fine. So now we need to move on. So, are you ready with your block and your book? Toes touching your book. Okay, nice and strong. Can we take that right leg back? Strong. Palms to thigh. Feel the strength on the front leg, so your front knees over your heel. I'm going to turn side on again so you can see. Okay. Palms to thigh. Things to avoid. Hyperextension. Too much forward flexion. With your book or your block, you place it on the inside of the foot. Palm return to thigh. Notice we do that with incremental changes or stages. I take the book, push it back, and then from there, palms to thigh. Going to lower the back knee very gently to the block. I push into the front knee and bring the chest up. Okay, shoulders, if they're twisting like mine are, I bring them level. Now the leg that's gone down, that will dictate that that's the arm on that side of the body that would lift first. As the arm lifts, we now have the second variation on the kneeling lunge. Now, if you feel good with this, push a little deeper into your front leg. Does that feel nice? Do you want to release the other arm as well? Beautiful. Get that lovely stretch deep into the rib cage, known as the intercostal muscles, those muscles. So if you can keep those nice and stretched, this will help you with your aerobic fitness. Now really lock into your elbows, so you feel the shoulder blades squeezing together, just like we did with the floating half moon. And from there, as the palms will face forward, they will come down, but away from the shoulders. Then we lean in, back knee lifts. How's your balance? Is it getting stronger? I take the block, I place that in front of the foot, and then nice and steady return to the thigh. One great big step in, salutation. Beautiful. And I'm going to now turn and face you again, so we're all working together. So, blocks at the ready. Okay. Toes touching. Other leg, steps back, palms to the thigh. Feel nice and relaxed. Push the weight now forward so your front knee is over your heel. As I reach for the book, I place it on the inside of the foot, and then I return to the thigh. Again, we're back to those incremental changes or stages. I take that book, I push it back, and then nice and strong, we lower the knee to the book. I push into the front leg, I rise slightly with the chest, so I've got a nice neutral straight back. Pushing into the front leg. Now you'll notice your leg that's on the block, again, that would dictate that that's the arm that would lift first. To really get a lovely stretch down the side of the rib cage. And then from there, push into the front leg, so you increase the stretch, and then release the other arm if you wish to. Again, if you've got your elbows flexed, it's okay, but really we want to keep those arms fully extended if we can. Really work deep into that front leg. Does it feel great? How active are you in the middle of the back? Well, if you can bring your both arms back a little bit more, can you feel the extra stretch into the middle of your back? Beautiful stretch, isn't it? Again, reminiscent of that of the floating half moon. And then from there, palms will face forward. They would come down, just catch your breath. Arms to the thigh, we lean in slightly, so we have a neutral spine. I release the back knee off the block. Reach for the book, the block, place it in front. One big step in. Salutation, nice and strong. And relaxing breath out. Beautiful. So, let's move on. Now, we've touched on basically 3 asanas there. 2 of those will work together, but one of those will be working now in a different group of asanas. So we've actually touched on 2 sections, because we said we had 9 moves tonight. So we've got 3, 3 and 3, 9 asanas in total. 2 of those we've touched on for one section, and one of those we've touched on one of the other sections. So we have a shortfall of 6 asanas if you like. Well, I think it's time to move on. Or do you fancy a break? Feel free to grab a drink. Okay, but don't be too long. Okay, have you got that drink now? Have you finished it? Oh, well, I hope so, because I'm ready to go. I'm being cruel, aren't I? So let's begin. Let's begin with a warrior 2. Now, when we take the left foot or the right foot to the side, quarter to 12, your feet now are at 90 degrees. Now, if the right leg steps off the mat, or the left leg, whichever side you've decided to go on, your front knee is bent. Okay, so you're now looking into strength. Now your shoulder, if you lift up to the ceiling, then bring it back, just let it sit down. Okay, then drop a little deeper into your front leg. Now things to avoid is having your knee pushing too far forward. It's stressing below the knee. And previously when we've talked about this, we've said often what happens is if the back foot is straight, when you drop your weight forward, it pushes the knee too far forward. But if you kick out your back heel to 45 degrees, and then drop your weights again. You notice how it doesn't allow the knee to push forward. But now the shoulders have been lost, so we're going to bring that shoulders back. Now when that left knee is in front, or right knee, whichever you've gone, when that top arm lifts, it's just over your bent knee. Things to avoid is going too low or too high. Now your back arm lifts. Now really drop into that warrior two. Strong. Feel the stretch, feel the strength. Now sink the weight more. Here's the option, looking forward or over the back arm. Okay, nice and strong. Can you drop your weight more? We now bring the left knee into the left palm, right arm lifts, and we drop the weight, extended angle. Lovely. And from there, nice and strong, come through, down now, down to the ground, release the arm, come and let that back leg now, just step right back to the centre. Oh, strong breath in. Should we try the other side? Let's try the other side and see whether there's any difference. So hopefully they are running 50-50. Feel the same on both sides. So the other foot turns out to the side, 90 degrees. You step away, nice and strong. Now, things to check for. The right knee doesn't protrude too far forward over the toes. Okay, your left foot's on an angle. If you feel that your back foot is straight and pushing forward, it will push the knee too far in front. If it does, we kick out the back heel, or you can actually take the leg a bit further back. Now the shoulders need some work, so I'll lift the shoulder up, I bring it back and down, I drop the weight. The leg that's in front with the knee bent, that's the arm that we lift. And then if you can, you match that with the other arm. Nice and strong. How does that feel? Are you here? Are you here? Or are you parallel? Really drop that weight. Does it feel good? Warrior two. Now with the warrior two, it offers strength into your shoulders, strength into your front leg, and the stretches on the other thigh. But now on the extended angle, so the palm goes to the thigh of the knee that's bent, the other arm lifts to the vertical, and then we drop the weight, and there will be your extended angle. Does that feel good? Feeling the stretch? Where does the stretch come from? It should also be done on the side of the rib cage, as well as the inner thigh muscles. Oh, that feels nice. Let's come out to this now, so look down, I release the arm, that leg takes one big step in. Oh, very nice. Strong deep breath in. And a relaxing breath out. Now, are you ready to move on? So we now need the half moon. We've touched on the floating half moon, and we want the half moon. So with that block, as I reach for the block, I'm going to place it in line with the ankle or the heel. Okay, which side have you chose to go on, the left or the right, it doesn't matter. Remember, we're just bringing these moves in slowly, connecting with them, and later we'll make it together. You'll see the benefits of why we're breaking it down now. So, salutation, deep breath in, and a nice relaxing breath out. So, I'm going to go now on that left leg, left foot turns, right leg steps away, there's the warrior two. Things to check for, front knee, is it safe? So it's not protruding too far forward. Shoulders are forward, shoulders lift and down. How does that feel? Feel the strength? Front knee, arm lifts, back arm lifts, nice and strong. How are the arms working? Are you here? And then dropping your weight. Warrior two. Now from there, in practice, we let the palm rest on the thigh. If you want a little bit more, bend the elbow, let the elbow come down this time. So look into the ground, in line with the chest, or for a short time only to the ceiling. So do not to the ceiling for too long, it can strain the neck. So it's favourable to look forward, or maybe to the ground. Now, is that block in line with your toes of the left foot? Because if it is, let's now reach with that left hand, closest to the block. As we reach for the block, find your tipping point, and we release the back leg into half moon. Now when you get into this half moon, you will feel the stretch now intensify into the upper hamstring, like we touched on when we did the advanced floating half moon. If you feel unstable with this, just slightly bend your supporting leg a little bit more. Or if you feel good, can you fully lock into your knee, lock into your elbow that's holding onto the block, and feel the strength and the balance all combined. Now to come out of this, if you bend the supporting knee, let the top arm and the top leg come back. Strong breath in. Beautiful. And a relaxing breath out. So, do you need a drink? Or are you okay to carry on? Okay, are we going to carry on? Let's carry on. Take the block, I'll place it on the other side, in line with the heel. Beautiful. Pull the foot now turns to 90 degrees. We step away, there's the warrior 2. Front knee, is it safe? Got the shoulders, drum up, back and around, drop the weight, arms now lifting, drum warrior 2. Things to avoid, letting the arms drop too low because this will lose the conditioning, so we're going to get parallel. Okay, are you parallel? Oh, does that feel good? Now, in practice, the palm rests on the thigh. As we advance, we can bend the front elbow. As we take it down, the top arm lifts. Where's the strength? Again, it's in the waistline and the supporting leg. Looking to the ground, in line with the chest, or, for a short time only, towards the ceiling. Now, are you ready for your half movement? As I reach for the block, I put the weight into the block, into the supporting leg. I release the trailing leg into half moon. And now you're beginning to feel very, very challenged with your balance. Now, if you feel good, have your leg fully extended on the leg that you're putting your weight onto, or we can bend the supporting knee slightly. Where's the upper hamstring? Is it working hard? Now lock into your supporting leg and you'll feel even more into the upper hamstring. Half moon. So what's easier, floating half moon or half moon? To come out of this now, bend the supporting leg, top leg comes back. If you're struggling with your breathing, strong breath in, just to reoxygenate. Beautiful. And a relaxing breath out. So, let's move on. Now, we want to now go into triangle and extended triangle. Now, triangle and extended triangle is what we did last week, last Wednesday. So again, we have the opportunity now to go back to that. And hopefully, when you did that last time, you will have felt the next day that the backs of your hamstrings were really quite tender. Great, because we use the hamstrings a lot of the time when we're doing gardening, when we're doing the shopping, lifting your shopping bags into the car. Many times we work the hamstrings, so it's a good functional move to do on a regular basis. So, I'm going to make the area safe. I'm going to take that block and just place it in front. Toes touching the block, Salutation, strong breath in. I hope you're remembering all these moves, because we will be having all these together very soon. But again, we're just treating this now as our warm-up. So, left leg turns to the side, right leg steps away, very similar to that of the warrior 2. We drop the weight to the front leg, get your foundations. Now, we need to get the shoulders, so we bring the shoulders forward. Okay, nice and strong. I'm going to lose the bend in the front leg. That should allow the back leg now to move a bit further back. Yeah, for the shoulders over the hips. Are your shoulders twisting, or have you got your shoulders forward? Beautiful. Both arms lifting, and there's your triangle. Okay, nice and strong. Feel that now working the waistline. Now when you're into this triangle, if you now offer the left palm, the palms over the front foot, let's go to neutral. As it goes down towards the knee, the arms are lifted down vertically. And there we have the extended triangle. Now when we touched on this last week, we did advance it. We actually went down towards the ankle. If that's what you're okay with, if that's okay to do, but if you feel that this is your maximum range of movement, then you stay here. But if you want more, can you reach for your ankle? And feel that lovely bit of tension at the back of the hamstring. Now the options here are to look to the ground, in line with the chest, or for a short time only, to the ceiling. Lovely. How does that feel? Okay. And then release the top arm. I bend into the front knee. I push the shoulders up. Bring the shoulders back. Back leg steps back in. Feet together. Salutation. Beautiful. And releasing. Let's try the other side. So nice and strong. Return the foot to the side. Pull the leg steps away. So if you notice now, as you're stepping on and off the mat, it's getting easier to get out and also to get back. It's great, isn't it? Okay. So, how are your feet in the right position? Front foot is straight. The back foot's at an angle of 45 degrees, so you're not putting any pressure on your cruciate ligaments. The front leg now straightens, the back leg moves further back. Now we need to bring the shoulders forward, arms lifting into triangle. Lovely. Now gravity is trying to push the arms down. And this is where we resist gravity, and this is where we get the conditioning elements of the shoulders. The arm that's in front, over the front leading leg, that palm only turns. As it goes down, the top arm lifts, and we reach down towards the ankle if you can. If it's too much, just stay below the knee, or even above the knee. But if you want more, can you reach for your ankle? Now, imagine we look to the ground, you lie with the chest, or for a short time only, towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Extended triangle. This is one of my favourite asanas, extended triangle. To come out of this, let the top arm come down. Think about your safety. Front knee bent, palms to thigh, shoulders push back up, so you're not going to straighten your back. And let that back leg now take one big step in. Beautiful. A strong salutation. And a breath out. Well, I think it's time that we added all these moves together. We've spent maybe a good half an hour on that, which is perfect because a good warm-up is a good 20-minute warm-up. And the last 10 minutes of that has been about critiquing and just trying to make you feel confident in what you're about to do. Because to go into these moves, if you're not ripping them down and breaking them down, it's going to be quite detrimental to you in the short term as well as the long term. So it's important that we do spend a lot of time over 20 minutes, over the 30 minutes even, just making sure that you feel comfortable and safe. So, can you remember what we did? This is a real memory test, isn't it? We touched on the envelope sway when we first came in. You don't have to do that now, because that will slow the heart rate down and even maybe bring the blood pressure down as well. So we're quite active now, we're moving at quite a good pace, so we want to keep the heart rate elevated to a certain extent. And that way we can burn some more calories as well. So, memory test. Toes touch the block. Nice and strong. We will now want to work into the balance section. And if you remember, we touched on the eagle. So we're going to take the left leg, and then cross over the right leg. We drop the weight and feel that. Remember we were talking before about the foot brake? Your front leg acts as a brake. So if you've got your left leg or your right leg in front, whichever it is, preferably the left, let the left arm go behind the elbow. And then from there, let your elbows lift. Feel that lovely stretch across the back. Now when you get to this position here now, you'll find now that if you do drop your weight, it's hard to do it, isn't it? Because your leg has stopped you from dropping any further. But if you release the front foot off the ground, then bring the leg a little bit more across the body, you should be able to now drop your weight more. Gives you a little bit more freedom. Now let your elbows lift a little higher and get that extra stretch. Now from here, we know this to be a variation on the eagle, so very good to do if you've got tight shoulders. We now want to get into the second asana known as the tree. So we go to the palms, forearms parallel. Now can you drop your weight even further? This is a tree pose variation, but now we want to bring the calf into place, so the arch of the foot encases the calf. If you want more, can you take the leg a little higher? But really feel now that you begin to work down your shin muscle on the supporting leg. Now if your left leg or right leg is the one that's up, that's the arm that lifts on that side of the body. So both arms now are pulling away from each other. Now really feel where you were before when we touched onto the floating half moon. Release the leg as you look down. Can you bring your chest forward? But try and get the rotation as well as going forward. So you're going forward and rotating to the side. Now your back foot, the toes can point away, or you can bring the toes in towards your shin. Let your elbows really draw back so you feel that lovely shoulder blade pinch. Wow, how does that feel? Now from there, get really strong into your supporting leg. Just drop a little bit lower and try and take your forward arm a little bit more closer towards the block. Wow, does that feel great? To come out of this now, we bend the supporting leg, the back foot comes down, salutation, deep breath in, and a nice relaxing breath out. Beautiful. I'm now going to take the left leg to the side, quarter to 12, right leg steps away, we drop the weight into the front leg. We know this to be a warrior two stance, so if you have got your left leg in front, that's where we take the block and put that block in front of that left foot. Okay, nice and strong. You notice now we're putting the balance onto the other side of the body. If you have gone on the same side again, that's okay, but we're going to try now to put the emphasis onto the other leg, because we don't want to put too much weight on the same leg. So we drop the weight down into the other leg, shoulders come forward, nice and strong, avoiding, nice and level. There's warrior two, strong, lifted. Now from here, arms, what are they doing? Are they parallel? Drop the weight, keep the shoulders back, drop the weight, keep the shoulders back, not easy. Front elbow, bends to 90, extended angle. Now, looking down to the left knee, can I see the toes? Top arm is looking straight. Again, looking now towards the block. Going to get ready now to move into more balance work, known as the half moon. So, are you ready? Reach for the block, find your tipping point, release your trailing leg, and there will be your half moon. Now, if you want more advanced half moon, let your block now go flat, and let the middle finger just gently rest with the block. Okay, now from there, feel the upper hamstring working overtime. Oh, does that feel great? And there will now be your half moon. Lovely. Let's come out of this now, bend the supporting knee, back leg comes down, feet together, salutation, and a nice relaxing breath in, and a lovely relaxing breath out. Now, as I take the block, I'm going to place that now in front, so the block is touching in front, toes touching the block or the book. Okay, and let that left leg step back. Okay, palms to thigh, take back support, pushing the front knee now over the heel, so you know your knee is safe. Reaching for the book, placing it on the inside of that right foot, back to thigh with both palms. Just gives you a chance to get yourself nice and stable. As again, I push the blood back, it goes below the back knee. Again, I regroup. I lower the knee to the block. Does that feel good? I bring the shoulders back, pushing into the front leg. Now the leg that's on the block, that will dictate again that that's the arm that lifts. It doesn't have to be, but you're working on a diagonal now across the body, which helps with the balance. Now if you feel good, let the other arm go as well. Things to avoid if you can, no bend in the elbow, nice full extension. Now really push into that front leg. Oh, does that feel good? Yeah? We know that's a bit of a kneeling lunge. Now the reason why we're working on this kneeling lunge this way now is just to give us a chance to prepare ourselves to do this again on the other side. Palms face forward, and they will release, because we want to add that onto the extended triangle. Okay, palms to thigh, back knee lifts. As I reach for the block, I place it in front, back leg steps in, salutation, and a nice breath out. So now I'm going to step to the side, so the right foot turns, left leg steps away. Okay, hope you're not getting confused on that. Okay, nice and strong. Now, I'm going to take that book or that block and place it on the inside of that front foot while the front knee is bent. Yeah. Now I straighten the front leg, I move the left leg back. Shoulders forward, and there will be your triangle. So your right arm will pull forward, and the left one will draw back. Gravity is trying to push the arms down, and resist the gravity pull, and that's where we get the toning element of the shoulders. Now your arm that's in front, palm only turns neutral, goes down to the knee or ankle, extended triangle. Now, When your top arm is really lifted, feel the oblique muscles working. So great for the waistline. Does that feel wonderful? Options, looking down, over the chest, or again, but not for too long, looking to the ceiling. Now, if I release that top arm, I bend the front knee, I pick up the back heel, I reach for the block, I push it back, and I lower the knee down. Can you see why we practiced that a few times? Some of us may not have seen the second session, and some of us might feel a bit more confident going down on the knee. So your chest is facing forward, no twist. If your knee's down on the block, that's the arm that lifts first, and then we match that now with the other arm. Now if you push into the front leg, does that feel great? Okay. Options, do you want to lift your chin to the ceiling? Just a word of advice, if you do have any neck problems, it's best just to keep your chin looking forward. But if your neck is okay, you can lift your chin. As the chin lifts, we challenge the balance as well. Nice and strong. Now really push into that front leg. Now, if both palms face forward, they will go down. Palms to the thigh. Release that back knee off the block. Oh, does that feel good? We take the block. You place it now in front of your mat. Can the back foot take a very big step in? Oh, salutation. And a nice relaxing breath out. Lovely. So, how did you find that? So you've just touched on there 9 asanas. Technically we did 10, but 2 of them were the same, so we've got to still call it 9. I hope you're following all this. So, how do the back of your legs feel? Can you feel a little bit of tension? Yeah? Great feeling, isn't it? So, nice and strong. Deep breath in. And a nice relaxing breath out. So, are you ready for the eagle? So which leg did we touch on last time? Remember? This is where you may go wrong. It doesn't matter, but we want the eagle. Last time, you remember, I took my right leg over. This time, I'm going to place the left leg over. I drop the weight. Again, things to avoid is any rotation. Feel the heaviness down. Okay, nice and strong. If you want to do that side again, that's fine. Or if you feel you want to do the other side, that's best also as well. Nice and strong. Okay. So, hips nice and level, shoulders nice and square. The front leg that's in front, that's the arm that goes behind the elbow. We drop the weight. And now you've got your foot brake on. So by having your foot brake on, if you notice how it drops, it doesn't allow you to drop any further. So, let your foot release if you can. Now drop your weight. And then if you lift your elbows again, get that lovely stretch across the back. Wow, does that feel great? Now we know this to be the variation on the eagle, many variations, but again as we say, first time if you're new to the Hatha Yoga, it's a great way to just build yourself into it. Now from there, nice and strong, I'm going to bring both palms to sternum. The forearms now go parallel and feel the energy in the wrists. Does that feel wonderful? Yeah? Now, can you feel that in your shin? Is your shin burning? It is, isn't it? Now, from there, nice and strong, you release the arms to down. So if you've got your right leg over, it's your right arm that lifts. And then nice and strong, I'm going to take that right leg now to the back corner, known as the floating half moon. As we flex forward, we also rotate. So we've got a rotation as well as forward flexion. So great for your back. Now, if you're finding this a challenge, just bend your supporting leg slightly, lift your back leg a little higher, and bring both arms back more. Or, can you fully extend on your supporting leg? The back foot, the toes either draw in to your shin, or point away into plantar flexion. And then from there, to come out of this safely, we bend the supporting leg, and nicely with the back foot, just comes home. Oh, beautiful. A strong, deep breath in. And a relaxing breath out. How are you feeling? Do we need a drink or are you okay to carry on? as we move on. So, warrior two, extended angle half moon. Going to take the block now to the right side. Okay, so it's in line with the right heel. Nice and strong. Right foot turns. Left leg steps away. Now you'll notice now I'm doing the half moon on the other side because I don't want to do the floating half moon and the half moon on the same side because it's too much to take, too much strength on one side of the body. So hopefully now this half moon that you're setting yourself up for is now on the other side. Yeah? So, front knee or over the heel, back foot and an angle, nice and strong. Shoulders forward, arms lifting, warrior two. Really drop your weight to that front leg. Does that feel great? Yeah? Front arm pulls forward, the back one draws back, so again we have the union of opposites. I bend the front elbow to 90, it goes down to an extended angle, and the left arm really reaches high. Now, options looking to the ground, in line with the chest, or to the ceiling. Now, to put your weight on that front leg is to release your right hand to the block as we lift into half moon. Feel the strength and the balance combined. Lovely. Now, here's the option. Do you bend your supporting leg slightly, or do you keep it fully extended? Second option is the block flat, with the middle finger just gently pressing against the block. Wow, does that feel great? Have you holding on to one leg? I hope you're not doing both legs. And then to come out of this, for safety, I bend the supporting knee, top arm, leg comes down, feet together, strong breath in, and a nice relaxing breath out. Now we know the block is on the right side, hopefully it's on the right side, so we're going to take that right leg back. Okay, palms to thigh, nice and strong. Push our weight forward, so your front knees over the heel, and as I reach for that block, I place it now on the inside of the foot, and then we regroup. Taking the block, I push it back towards the knee and regroup. As the knee comes down to the book or the block, gives us a chance now just to get a little bit of a rest. So we're going to call this an active rest before we move to the side. Then push into the front knee. Whichever leg is going to hang onto the block, again that's the arm now that we lift, other arm will lift as well, and we push into that front leg, and we go nicely into a warrior one profile, or the kneeling lunge with the arm extension. If your elbows are flexed, nothing wrong with that, but eventually it's going to be years to come you'll find, why can't I straighten the arms? So if you can do it today while you can, in years to come, you'll find your arms a little bit easier to open up with the elbow. Now really work into that front leg. As the palms are face forward, then we come down to the thigh, we lean in. Now feel the weight on the front leg as the back knee lifts. I reach for the book of the block, I place that in front. Can you now step back in one move? Feet together, strong breath in, and a relaxing breath out. Well, aren't we doing well? Would you like a drink, or are you okay to carry on? You're going to carry on? I'm very impressed with your fitness. It's really, really tremendous. So, I'm going to take the other side into consideration now. We've been to one side, we need to go to the other side. So, foot turns to the side, feet are at 90 degrees, and that leg steps away. Now, while your front knee is bent, that would be the time to take the block and just place it on the inside of that foot. Okay. So it's best to do that while the knee is bent, so that means it takes any pressure off your lower back. Now drop the weight, feel the strength. Okay. Now I straighten the front leg, which allows the back leg to move further back. I bring the shoulders forward, bang, we want to avoid here, so we want to be over here. And there would be your triangle. Nice and strong. Ooh, yes, that feels lovely. So your top arm pulls forward, and your back arm draws back, parallel. Now, as the left palm now faces forward, as it comes down towards your knee or shin, or or maybe even your ankle. Again, can you feel the strength in your oblique muscles? And that would be the extended triangle. Looking to the ground, in line with the chest, or maybe to the ceiling. Now, from here, as we move into the extended triangle, if we now release that top arm, a bend into the front knee, palms to thigh, pick up the back heel, which we did in practice when we first came in. Now with that book, or that block, I'm going to place that now below that knee. Regroup, gently below the knee. Oh, does that feel wonderful? You lift the chest up, push into that front leg, and how are you feeling? Okay, the leg that's on the block, that will dictate that's the arm that we lift. Now from there, again, we were talking before about lifting your chin. If your neck is healthy, okay to do, but if you have any problems with your neck, it's best to keep your chin a little bit lower. So, the chin lifts, arm is lifted. Can you now match that now with your left arm as well? Beautiful. Really pushing into that front leg. Oh, does that feel great? Yeah? Or does that feel tough on the front leg in relation to balance and strength? Now as I lower the chin, the palms will face forward, they will come down to thigh, gives me the control now to lift that right knee. Oh, beautiful. As I take the block, I place it in front of the mat, and when your back foot steps in, feet together, salutation, strong breath in, and a relaxing breath out. Oh, that's wonderful. Just give that a little shake. So we've touched on 9 asanas there. How are you feeling? It's quite a challenge, isn't it? The great thing about tonight's session is I was really looking forward to this because we wanted to go back to sessions 1 and 2, which is what we've done. If you have been doing the 2 earlier sessions, you'll obviously be aware of that. But also, I really wanted us to work on balance. What I will be doing over the next session is working a little bit more on shoulder strength. We've done leg strength. We need to work a little bit more on shoulder strength. So we have quite a lot to go at, because remember I did say that in the Hatha Yoga there's about 80 odd moves, asanas, but many, many variations. So with your feet together, we know that to be the way to start the Hatha Yoga class, when you have your feet together, because that will challenge the hips. But now we're in the cool down phase. What we want to do now is we want not the same challenge on the hips, so we want to widen the base. And when your base is a little bit wider, can you feel how you're not working as hard? So it's a little bit easier, isn't it? And your knees are soft, and your shoulders are relaxed, so there's no tension in your body. So it's basically the opposite of what we've been trying to achieve over the last hour. We've been trying to put tension into the body, now we want to take it out. And how we do that is by putting the knees into a slight knee bend. So if I turn side on, your knees are just slightly bent. So they're not locked, just slightly bent. And it's the same with the arms. The elbows are slightly soft, so they're not locked, slightly bent. Okay. Now when we lift, as we lift to the ceiling, you might even want to bend those knees a bit more. Elbows soften even more, for no tension in your neck and shoulders. And as I forward flex, the focus is on keeping the knees bent. So as we come down, we then rise back up. Beautiful. And then as I come down, just get rid of all the tension in the body. Now when you're doing about 6 of these, a good little tip is to try and use your breath. So as you come down, let your breath go. And then breathe in as we lift. And then breathe out as we come down. Should we do one more? Let me just give that a little shake. A little shake. Well done everyone. I'm absolutely delighted to be able to come in on a Wednesday and also a Sunday to do the Tai Chi. Tai Chi, yes, on Sunday at 5 o'clock till 5:45. A little bit of marketing there. So feel free to join in on the Tai Chi. It's all good stuff. If you can get in on a regular basis, you'll find that this will give you so much mileage with your fitness, and And then when you go into your other sports, you'll find that your injuries are hugely reduced. So it very much is a good checklist to see how your body's feeling. So when you go into the more high impact type exercise, you know you're going to reduce the risks of injuries and also maybe improve your performance as well. So it's great the fact that Waterside gave me the opportunity to be able to come in and do this, and I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate you for turning up to watch as well. So again, many thanks for turning up tonight. I can't do it without you. I do, but it's not the same. So give yourselves a pat on the back for turning up tonight. Well done everyone, love you to death, and have a good rest of the day, what's left of it. Thanks for now, and keep safe. Bye.